Hello, subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back to Star Trek Online. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just quickly go ahead and record the second mission as well, Leap of Faith. So Ja'ula and her allies must undertake a strange journey to the darkest place a Klingon can go. Can they succeed where others have failed?
The time has come at last. With the aid of Tenavik and the monks of Boreth, we are ready to take the next step on this strange journey. We are ready to restore the soul of Lorel. Come to the monastery on Boreth as soon as you can. Lady Ja'ula, General Martok, and I will be waiting for you there.
Okay, that's fine. Now for this one, I don't know which reward to go for realistically. I will pretty much never use the Fakiri Torment engine for a number of reasons. Mostly, I just don't care for it. It goes into a tactical console slot. So, yeah, and there's more important stuff I could put there. Like, you know, vulnerability locators. Which reminds me I need to go and get 2 more at some point on this character. And I don't really care for the Nanopulse Plasma Torpedo Launcher because I'll never use it. But those are at least unique rewards compared to generic Field Stabilizing Warp Core Mark 12 Epic. Or, excuse me, not Epic, very rare. I don't know why the hell I was thinking Epic. But let's go ahead and accept.
Something you need?
And we shall begin Leap of Faith.
What I am about to tell you is unusual. I ask that you hear me out before making any sort of judgment.
Very well, proceed.
Tenavik believes that the soul of Lorel was not restored to her clone because it is trapped within the depths of Grethor. Based on my own research, I am inclined to agree with him.
Why would her soul be... I don't know why the hell I said so. Why would her soul be in Grethor rather than Stovacor?
We aren't sure. What I do know is Lady Ja'ula wants to take a spiritual journey to Grethor to liberate the soul of Lorel.
Is such a journey possible?
Tenavik has assured us that such a journey is possible, and is willing to facilitate the process. While some of us have our doubts, Ja'ula is convinced she must do this, and so here we are.
She's gonna do this alone?
If necessary, yes. She requests that you join her on this journey, however. You and General Martok.
I see. Martok, have you agreed to this?
I have. I would like to see if such a thing can be done. If it is possible, Ja'ula will need all the help she can get in a place filled with the worst pieces of Baktag ever to call themselves Klingons. Speaking of Ja'ula, she wanted a word with you once you arrived.
Very well, I will speak to the matriarch.
You have arrived. Good. We have a challenging journey ahead of us. Tenavik can explain more about it to you.
What can you tell me about the journey, Tenavik?
It will be a challenge, one that will test your body, mind, and soul. Even the strongest of warriors can fall on such a journey. It is not a path to be traveled lightly.
Yeah, but KDF, if you're playing a KDF character, this would be like the second time you go to Grethor. I'm ready to make the journey. Are you, matriarch?
The future of the Empire is at stake. Lorel can guide us to victory over Jempak. For that, I will do what must be done, even if I have to destroy Fekla himself.
Very well. Let us begin this fateful journey then.
To enter Grathor, you'll need to be on the precipice of death. The fumes of this incense will allow you to enter a death-like comatose state. That is when your journey will begin. Aditpa and I will monitor your bodies from here.
And speaking of KDF, that reminds me, since they have their Klingon recruitment event, I will probably go ahead and get started, at least recording, the KDF spin-off series for Star Trek Online. I see. Let's proceed. I don't know when those videos go up, because, I mean, I've got one series where I got all the videos set up for going on through to, like, mid-late March. That series will probably be finishing, like, right at the end of March, give or take. And then I already started up another series. And then there's Baldur's Gate, which is already my new Monday series, replacing Star Trek Online. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure when those videos will go up, but I'll probably get started on recording them, like, over the next couple weeks or so. Let's go ahead and cast the incense into the brazier. Oh, this doesn't look like you guys' description of Grathor at all. Thought there was a dialogue pop up as soon as you got here, but apparently not.
This does not seem like Grathor.
Yeah, you guys normally describe it as some hell-like area.
It's not Grathor. This is Koth.
The Void. Why are we here?
Dead end.
We are here because our fates are not yet decided.
But the ritual... Wait. Something approaches from the mists.
And just see the map for a split second.
What brings you to a place where neither honor nor dishonor reigns? I do not know you. You, I know from tales of the past. Jo'ula, sister of Tukuvma, the matriarch of House Mokai. But you, General Martok, I will never forget you. Why are you here?
Hello, okay, don't know what the hell Martok and Jo'ula were doing all the way out there. All on their own, all on their lonesome. Way out in the distance, in the fog. Go and speak with Gowron.
I must admit, I am surprised to see you here, Martok. Did your friends in the Federation finally convince you to do something less than honorable before you died? Was it Cisco? Or was it your good friend Worf, the treacherous son of Moog?
Who are you, Patak? And why are you... Wait. Those eyes. I have seen such eyes before.
Yes, you have. For this is Gowron, son of Morel, son of Akar. And to answer your question, I am not dead yet, Gowron. My allies and I are merely passing through.
Passing through, are you? There are but two destinations you can reach from Koth, and I'll wager you're not traveling to Stovokor. You mentioned my ancestor, Akar. He served House Mokai during the war with the Federation. Does your little journey have something to do with him?
It does not. Though I suspect his treachery is the reason you are here now, Gowron. After all, the dishonor of the father also dishonors his sons and their sons for 3 generations.
You are many things, Martok, but a liar is not one of them. If I had any doubt of that, I would kill you where you stand for insulting the honor of my grandfather. So, Ekar's dishonor has kept me trapped in this wretched place. Not the fate I had expected.
There are worse fates, such as eternity in Grethor.
Indeed. Grethor, our destination. You said it could be reached from here. Do you know the way?
And I don't know about that. I imagine most Klingons would actually prefer being stuck for eternity in Grethor than being stuck here in a place where the only thing that's there is basically you and your thoughts, more or less.
I do. I can guide you there if you wish it.
Very well.
Wait. The Gowron I knew would not aid anyone if it did not benefit him in some way. What scheme are you hiding behind this sudden act of benevolence?
Look around you, Martok. There is little to do in this place but brood and despair. I'm taking you there for my amusement. And perhaps there may be a way out of this place. If there is, I would find it. Even if I have to march at your side to do so. Does that satisfy you? Or shall we stand here for eternity and ponder my motivations?
We don't have much choice. Lead on, Gowron. Okay, let's journey to the Barge of the Dead. It just magically poofs into existence and we spawn on it.
This is the Barge of the Dead, laden with souls bound for Grethor. You'll want to announce yourself to Kotar. It is unwise to vex the ferryman.
Let's go introduce ourselves. Ahoy there, ferryman.
The legends of the ferryman are true. You are Kotar, the first Klingon, slayer of gods.
I am, and you are Ja'ula, kinswoman of Tekuvma, matriarch of your house. It is not your time. You should not be here. Explain yourself.
My allies and I seek the soul of another, one who should be in Stovacor, but now dwells in Grethor.
It is not your time.
Maybe someone else on board has seen Laurel.
Laurel? I know no Laurel. But I know you, Ja'ula. You left me to die in a Starfleet prison. Oh, you rescued your pet, a car. But not a lowly Beck, trapped in his cell. And during your raid, an explosion exposed my cell to the cold void of space. And so I died, dishonored. Begone! I have nothing more to say to you.
But don't worry, dude. I'm sure she regrets saving a car now. Because it would have been better for everybody if he was just left there.
That was no way for a warrior to die. It is a fate I narrowly avoided several times myself. Come, let us see what the others know.
How about you? Do you know about Laurel?
Laurel, here? Kiyach! I may be a coward, but you are an idiot. Everyone knows that Laurel is in Stovacor. As for you, you will have an eternity in Grethor to find wisdom fool. But the lessons that await you will not be pleasant.
Mind your tongue, or I will throw you overboard and feed you to the Koskari. Lady Ja'ula, this is getting us nowhere. Perhaps a more direct approach is in order.
Out of respect for the ferryman, I will refrain from such measures until they are necessary. Come, let us see if one of the others has something besides rage or the bluster of a coward to offer us.
You dishonored warrior, have you heard about our Lord and Savior Laurel?
Lady Ja'ula and General Martok, the architects of my downfall. My house swore allegiance to you, but I saw your crusade against Jempuk for the folly it was. I refused your call to arms at Gorath, and for that, my first officer killed me and took my place as captain. I shall enjoy watching the two of you suffer for the rest of time.
You dishonored your house and your crew. You forgot what it meant to be Klingon, Captain. And now, you go to pay the price for that. Step away from me now, or your suffering will begin before you walk through the gates of Grethor.
Here we go.
Wait your turn. I shall have my vengeance before all others.
Who the hell are you?
I do not know who sent you here, Julia, and I do not care. My wish for vengeance has been granted, and I will stain the deck of this barge with your blood.
The hell you think you are? Ready weapons, defend yourselves.
Fight! Fight!
Okay, and let's get to the back. So that I don't have to worry about people coming in and hitting me from behind. Also, here's a grenade.
Enough! You shall earn no salvation through combat here.
I didn't start it.
Bah! The ferryman has spared you. For now. Do not think you will rest easy once we reach Grethor. I will find you, and I will have my revenge. This I swear.
You know, I never noticed there was little text here on the side of this rifle. But whatever.
Bold words. But I think you'll find that Feklar has plans for you, as he does for all traitors. We're done here. Leave this wretch to his fate.
The glory of combat, brief as it was. It felt good to engage in battle once more. To be Klingon.
So, there is still something within you that knows what it means to be a warrior. You were the Gowron of old, before the Chancellorship changed you, as it did me, as it did Jempuk. And perhaps Laurel.
Interesting. You became Chancellor after I fell in battle? Tell me you killed Worf to do so. Oh, that would have been glorious!
I did not. Worf still lives, and serves the Empire to this day. I hope you can handle such a disappointment, Gowron.
You two can catch up later. We have business elsewhere.
Let us ask the ferryman how much longer it will be until we get to Grethor.
Ferryman, how long till we reach our destination?
You fight with purpose, Ja'ula. Honor to you and your house. I think we shall not meet again, and that gladdens my heart. It will be some time before we arrive at Grethor. Tell me of the soul you seek. I would know your story, so I can sing it to the dishonored, to remind them of who they were, of who they could still become.
You know, this vaguely reminds me of like an older RTS game where unit portraits sometimes had these basically just kind of animations. Or was it unit portraits, or was it just people when they were talking? Their icons had like animations tied to them. I don't recall, but it's vaguely reminding me of like a StarCraft or a Warcraft 3 type RTS. With him being here, using the wheel.
I seek Laurel. She was once called Mother, a great warrior and leader of the Empire. I would liberate her soul. I strive to remove a tyrant from the Emperor's throne, and her council will help me to do so. This is why I journey to the halls of Grethor, Ferryman. For the Empire, no risk is too great.
I have seen her. Once, she stood not far from where you stand now. She did not speak. She did not have to. But I saw in her the same pain that I carry in my heart. You can find her in Grethor, if the denizens do not end you first. But finding her and liberating her from that wretched place are two different battles. May you find success in both.
So she did come to Grethor, but why?
That is not my tale to tell. Find Laurel, make her story and yours as one, and fight with all your conviction. Then, and only then, may you find a way out of Grethor, for yourself and for Laurel.
We knew we had a fight ahead of us. This changes nothing.
So there is a way out of Grethor. Tell me, ferryman, how can I find my way in? The gates are locked to me. My path out of Koth has been blocked by the dishonor of my ancestor. But if I can enter Grethor, I can find the liberation that Jaula and her allies seek for Laurel. Speak! Tell me what I wish to know!
I will tell you only this. Your story has not ended, Gowron, son of Marel. The scales can be shifted yet, for good or for ill. Now, leave me to my duty. I will call upon you when we draw near to Grethor. Until then, know your place. Do not forget that I am master of this vessel. It is unwise to test my authority here.
Understood, Ferryman. Let's sail to Grethor.
We have arrived. I will wait for you and your allies here, Jaula. Should you succeed, return to me here, and I will ensure your song does not end in Grethor.
You honor us, Kotar, first of the Klingons. We will not keep you waiting long.
I swear his mouth was moving when she was talking here. Grethor awaits, matriarch.
So it does. Prepare for battle. Our greatest challenge awaits.
Yeah. The mouth moving here is tied to her talking in the dialogue box. Understood.
You will find no one to block your entrance at the gates of Grethor, warriors. Getting out, that will be the challenge.
Gowron, a pity you cannot join us. I suspect you would find more entertainment past those gates, in the depths of Grethor itself.
I do not doubt that. Soon Fekla will know the frustration of dealing with a Klingon too stubborn to die. Glory to you and your house. Fight with honor, and if necessary, die well. Kapla!
The time has come. Go now, warriors. Your destiny lies beyond those gates.
We shall return, Ferryman.
We shall see. The halls of Grethor have crushed many a soul. I hope yours do not join their ranks. As for you, Gowron, I would have words with you before we depart.
In we go then. Damn, those Orling commanders.
Look at these pathetic wretches, reporting for damnation like it were duty.
Well, for them it is, effectively. And come on, Martok, really?
There are the gates. Let us see if entering Grethor is as easy as Kortar said.
This is going to be like searching for a cloaked ship in the Briar Patch.
We do not seek a mundane soul, General. Few Klingons do not know of Lorel. I do not think a warrior of her caliber would go unnoticed, especially in a place like this. Come, let us speak to others here. It should not take long to find Lorel.
That soul. They keep looking at us. Let's start with them. Also, it is interesting that it would seem that Grethor is a multi-dimensional hell, basically. Because you've got Kelvin timeline Klingons, your normal TNG Klingons, you got your Discovery Klingons, and you've also got your TOS Klingons. Another example over there. So yes, it seems Grethor is a multi-dimensional hellscape. It encompasses all Klingon, or all universes in which Klingons exist, basically.
Ah, more newcomers. This place, oh, it stinks. It's loud and teeming with demons. That said, at least it's warm, unlike Rura Pente, where I froze to death in a cell. I suppose that is better than filling the belly of a jackal mastiff.
We are looking for Lorel. Have you seen her?
Can't say I have. Sorry. Well, don't make that face at me. See that man atop the stairs? The one surrounded by she-demons? He's called Kutip. Seems to be a player in here. You might ask him about Lorel.
Let's go see what this Kutip has to say.
It's easy. You she-demons want souls to devour. Help with that. No, not my soul, you insufferable harpy! Behold, newcomers have arrived, my ladies. Come forth, travelers! Let us get to know one another.
I feel like Kutip's dialogue could stand to be raised in volume just a little. Because he's like just barely louder than the fire sound effect back here.
Listen closely, Batak. We seek Lorel. Have you seen her? Speak now, before I feed you to your charming friends.
You wouldn't. No, wait. You would. I can see it in your eyes. I have not seen this Lorel. Vort, you need to talk to Vort. If there's anyone who knows about this, it's her! Please don't feed me to the she-demons!
You've been helpful. Good luck. You'll need it.
Vort must be further in. Let us head through these doors and look for them.
I see you following me, dude. It's kind of hard to miss you. Also, the name Vort sounds somewhat familiar for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. Hello, Vort.
Kutep sent you? Impressive. I sent my she-demons down to eat him. The silver-tongued bastard must have talked his way out of their bellies. Never mind that. Why are you bothering me, exactly?
We're looking for Laurel. Seen her?
Someone who looks a lot like Laurel has been seen around. Quiet type. Keeps to herself. That's not an easy thing to do around here. Someone like her could pull it off, I suppose.
Indeed. Where can we find her?
Ask Lothar. I run my little corner of things, and that's all. She's elsewhere, and for that, you need to talk to Lothar. Unless you want to take it up with Veklar, of course. Ha!
Let's find Lothar. Which also, for some reason, sounds familiar. As if, like, it's a Lord of the Rings character or something. Hello, Lothar.
Ah, the newcomers with so many questions have made their way to me at last. Allow me to welcome you to the Hall of Treachery. A tragic name, really. We aren't all bad here.
I'm sure.
Newcomers are quite popular, you know. You've been watched since you set foot past the gate. Can you blame us? We enjoy such amusement whenever we can in Brooklyn. But enough of that. You have questions, yes? Ask away.
And just like with Ketep, or however the hell you pronounce his name again, Kutep. Lothar here could also stand to have his dialogue volume raised just a little bit, because again, he's just a little bit louder than the fire sound effect in the background.
If you've been watching us, you know why we're here. Laurel. Does she dwell within your domain or not?
Calm yourself, Jen. Yes, I know who you are. The great and terrible Martok, Butcher of Zenkath 3, the one I doom, and so forth. Your reputation precedes you. All of you.
I have a reputation in Grethor? Well, haha. Oh, that has to be interesting. You know, Federation captain with a reputation in Klingon hell? Oh yeah, I'll take that. That's a nice thing to put on my CV in the future. The one-eyed doom.
Enough. You still haven't answered his question, Lothar. Tell us where we can find Laurel, and you'll never see us again.
Not that our character has a CV, you know, considering we're part of the Federation. Continue.
Well, this is embarrassing, but I'm afraid I lost Laurel in a game of poker. Do you know it? Human game. Quite popular here. Yes, I lost Laurel to Morlock. If you're interested in her, you'll have to deal with him. You're good at cards.
Another step closer to our goal. Let's go. Oh goody, you guys are captains. That might make my life just a tad bit easier.
What? Laurel? I don't know her. There must be some sort of mistake.
There doesn't seem, or this doesn't seem like a master gambler to me.
Gambler? No. This is Lothar's work. I'm sorry. You've been played. We've all been played. And now we're gonna suffer for it. Sorry.
It's an ambush.
I told you on the barge that vengeance would be mine. What I meant was, vengeance would be ours.
Do you mind quitting it with that damn thing?
You're the finally run out, Martok.
Try to die well, Jaula.
I was wondering when they'd make their move. Now I know.
I count 5 of them. Have they added another to their ranks?
Think the 5th arrival is on our side.
Yeah, that dot robot is absolutely worthless, to be honest. It really frickin' is. Do you mind not, coming for me? I'm not doing anything to you, bro.
It's almost poetic, traitor. 2 down, 2 to go.
Okay, I need one more captain.
I hear you have been looking for Lorel, and now you have found her. We need to talk.
Character has like a smug look on his face when she took her hood off. Like, yeah, I knew you were Lorel. Like, no, you didn't.
Jaula, sister of Tukuvma, I know your story well. How you rose to power in House Mokai, your conflict with your brother, and your bold crusade against the Federation during the war. Even after my death, I heard tales of your exploits. You have made and ended a great many enemies. Many of them now dwell within these halls. I know why these souls are here. What I do not know is why you are here. It is not your time.
Now, Lorel, it doesn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense for you to know that. I can understand the ferryman. But you, really? You know when it's people's time? I find that highly unlikely.
If you have heard of my exploits, you know of my clash with the tyrant Jempak. Once he held the office you brought honor to, but it was not enough to sate his lust for power. Now, he calls himself Emperor, and has shattered the great work of my brother.
And there they go again. Dialogue box here. When Jula's talking here, Lorel's mouth moves. I think that's a limitation of the way the dialogue works. Each dialogue box is tied to an individual character, and as a result, when anyone talks within that dialogue sequence, it does it for the person that you have to talk to trigger the dialogue. Why the hell do you keep spamming your damn ability, Finn? You done? Good.
The empire you led with honor is now divided, on the verge of collapse. I am here because I want to restore you to the realm of the living, to help me save it.
Your brother often spoke of your boldness. I suspect he might have understated it somewhat. What you seek is not impossible, but I question the need for such a thing.
What?
Why seek to restore me from the dead when another former Chancellor still breathes? Of what use am I when General Martok, a warrior fit to wield the sword of Kalish, stands at your side?
It appears you've heard of my exploits as well, Chancellor. I am honored.
As you should be, General. You have served the Empire with honor. And yet, you are reluctant to reclaim the office you once held. Why else would you be here now? I do not blame you. I know too well of the great burden that office brings, and the terrible sacrifices it often demands. Word travels fast here. Your enemies will be on the move. If you do not return to the realm of the living soon, they will strike. Even the greatest warriors can die here. You should leave, while you are still able to do so.
Join us. Together, we can liberate you from this place and restore you to life, as Kalis once was.
Jaula, are you trying to become Darth Vader? To Luke Skywalker?
No, I cannot leave this place. It is a matter of honor. Once, I dwelled in Stovokor among the honored dead. But Vok, my greatest love, was denied entry. He was denied an honorable death, and thus, his soul was sent to Grethor.
Now, that kind of leaves me curious. Unless I'm misremembering who Volk is. No, I don't believe I am. If I recall correctly, that's the guy that gets modified to look like, oh, the name's escaping me of the character, in, Season 1 of Discovery, who then proceeds to join Section 31, during Season 2, or, you know, that sort of time frame. I think it's like something Tyler. But I can't remember if it's like James or Josh. I think it's James, but I can't recall exactly. Unless I'm screwing up all my characters, if I recall correctly, that's the guy whose memories get implanted into a human modified version of Volk. Which leaves me curious. Are we talking pre-looking human or post? And then if post, then are we taking into account that he's been sent all the way to, what is it, the 31st century or something like that? In Season 3 of Discovery, and he's still alive at the end? Whatever. No, he doesn't go. Yeah, no, never mind. For some reason I thought he went with them. No, he doesn't go with the Discovery. He doesn't go into the future with them. So presumably, he'll be in the Section 31 show. Which comes with its own interesting potential things for whatever. Apparently Volk doesn't get an honorable death, which I'm curious about, in some ways.
I could not bear that. And so, I came here and bargained with Feklar for his release. In exchange for Volk's freedom, I offered to take his place. As you can see, my offer was accepted.
And the question becomes, I guess, Volk getting his freedom, he goes to Stovokor? Because he sure as hell wasn't reincarnated, I'm pretty sure. You know, he didn't get the Kalis treatment and, you know, get cloned.
This is why I cannot leave. To do so would dishonor the agreement and condemn us both to eternal suffering in Grethor. You have traveled here in vain, Ja'ula. I cannot help you.
Sure, but, you know, then you would both get to be together in eternal suffering in Grethor, rather than one of you being in Grethor and the other being in Stovokor. I mean, that's still a pretty shit deal, no matter how you look at it. Doesn't matter which one of you it is that's in Grethor and which one's in Stovokor. It's a pretty crap deal.
No, I saw it. The crystal showed me the future, and you are a part of it. If you could strike a bargain with the Master of Grethor, so can I. I will find Feklar and secure your freedom, or die trying.
I have seen such determination before, in the eyes of your honored brother. So be it. I will take you to Feklar. There we shall see how strong your resolve truly is.
A deal with Feklar? I hope you're not what you're... or I hope you know what you're doing, Ja'ula.
The stairs beyond
English hard.
lead to Feklar's hall.
Oh, and I forgot to mention earlier.
This ought to be interesting.
You done? Forgot to mention earlier. You know how you can tell if you're in Klingon hell? They put the symbol upside down.
The guards do not seem to be opposed to our passage.
They aren't here to keep us away from Feklar. They're here to keep us from escaping him.
You come here is for home. Here. There is only pain. Lady Jaula of House Mokai, I must offer my gratitude to you. Many fresh souls have arrived here of late, thanks to you and your Imperial Nemesis. Because of this, I will hear what you have come so far to say. Come forth, speak. What would you ask of the Lord of Rethor?
Lord Feklar, I come before you to bargain for the soul of Laurel. I would liberate her from these halls.
Such impudence! You think you are worthy of commerce with me? My good lady, I am inclined to disagree. Violently.
Okay, guess we're gonna have to fight you, Feklar.
The ferryman killed many a god by himself. Together, we should be able to finish off Feklar.
Watch out! He's calling in tormented souls to fight us as well!
Okay, those Ravagers are just gonna sort of stand there, looking pretty, I guess. Now, I don't think Feklar actually gets killed, so he's not gonna count as an actual captain here, I'm pretty sure.
I can see now why my halls are filled with your slain.
Most of those are mine. It should be noted. Most of those are mine.
Strong enough to withstand the power of Feklar. Lord of Rethor.
Jaula kind of sucks at the whole killing Klingons thing.
You have provided me with great sport. I shall hear your bargain. What do you offer in trade for the soul of the realm?
Lord Feklar, I wish to offer my...
Wait! Hold your tongue, Jaula. Feklar! If it's the soul of a Chancellor you want, take mine instead.
Intriguing. I accept, son of the realm. You shall take the realm's place here.
Are you mad, Gowron?
Better to spend eternity with Klingons than to be alone in the void, even in a place like this.
Lord Feklar, this should not be Gowron's fate. I will deliver the soul that belongs here. His treacherous ancestor, Akar.
Unacceptable! Rethor is filled with souls such as Akar's. You will have to sweeten the deal.
Very well. I shall deliver the souls of Akar and Jempak.
That is more like it. I accept your generous offer. Deliver those souls to me, and Gowron shall be free as well. And now, I give you leave to go. Be gone.
Yeah, he didn't count. Because as soon as you kill him, he teleports back and it goes to cutscene. I'm guessing you didn't die in the battle, so you're just sort of gonna stand there as a technically neutral. Well, let's get out of here.
Able to leave if you can, but you won't be able to leave.
Now, I don't recall if these guys are infinite spawning or not. I didn't really pay attention. I think they might be.
I've dealt with Ferengi that were less treacherous than Feng.
Really? You mind? I'm not really into the whole BDSM thing, dude. So, could you maybe not put chains around my neck? Thank you. Okay, and continue we go.
Be ready. Every soul in Greco stands between us and the gate.
Let them come.
Yes, thank you, Laurel, for pointing out the obvious.
Happy to oblige them.
Be mindful of their numbers and their treachery.
Yeah, if you guys could not pull that side of the room, that'd be great. You know, this is an MMO, so maybe don't try and pull everything that you can. Okay. Oh, and one of our people got, and two are down. Oh shit, I didn't realize my health was that low. But I guess we're not paying attention. Way too much shit going on. Also, again, I'm gonna blame them though, because they decided to pull the other side of the room that I wasn't trying to pull at that time. You know, they decided to try and frickin' Leroy Jenkins this shit. And that just makes everybody's life harder. I know, it's a shocker, ain't it? You know, out of curiosity, do I happen to have an anti-proton ground weapon on me? The answer to that would be a no, which I'm not surprised by. There was no reason for me to do that even if I did. Wait, technically it's not impossible. You know what? Let's just try and do a twofer here. If we assume that there is, in fact, another one of these captains lying around on this mission, which, again, I don't think is the case, but I could be wrong. You know, we didn't look at everybody and see what their rank was. So I will take the pistol. Real quick, let's go ahead and get a twofer going here. You until you are on anti-proton. Also, let's re-roll you for something that's okay. I can deal with that off screen. Obviously, we're not gonna run into any Voth in here. And it shouldn't take that long to get to 10,000 anti-proton damage on the ground. Anybody else over here on this side that we didn't get pulled earlier? Nope, that we're all gone on this side. So out we go. I think the TOS one, like, threw a whole bunch of knives at us or some shit.
Quickly, open the front gates. Kortar is waiting for us on the barge.
Yeah, we'll get right on that.
The only thing waiting for us on the other side. Get ready to fight.
Also, apparently I'm not allowed to call in my mini Yellowstone roundabout or whatever it's called here, or Danube runabout. I don't know why I was thinking Yellowstone. Back off, people. Oh, and I guess some of these warriors help us, because one of them was blue with full health. Yeah, just keep running into the mines here that somebody deployed. Oh, there you go. Me and my trill. That's all. That's what we're left down to. He ran right into this stairwell, or the railing, rather. Great job, guys. You got him up. Also, now that that's dealt with, right, that. Cycle. Let me go ahead and recycle this stuff real quick before I tell that to get sorted. And open the gates. Oh, lucky me. The Targs of Grethor are both actually captains. That's wonderful. Thank you. I'm trying to reselect the.
Hurry!
No, they're not gonna die easily. Let's focus on the other shit that'll die fast.
Fire-breathing tar.
That's not something I like, dude. Not my fetish. Also, enjoy plasma grenade. Come on, you look like you want to come into the plasma fire. No? Okay. Okay, I did not. Apparently, I got right on the edge of one of his mortar blasts. Okay, I'm pretty sure he hit me when I was already out of his range. I guess he already started the animation, and the game just says, well, as long as they start the animation, they get the chance to hit you. And they're almost all dealt with. There we go. Great job, guys. Get the other two up. Come on. Get the other two up, guys. Over here. There you go. There you go. Great job. I knew you guys were team players and everything. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Jump on. Everybody on board? Looks like it. Yep.
Welcome back to the world of the living, and not a moment too soon. A few minutes ago, sensors detected energy signatures over Boreth. Fakiri portals. They're sending vessels through as we speak.
Word travels fast. They must be here for Laurel.
Has her soul been liberated? Was your mission a success?
I'm not certain.
She was right beside us, fighting the whole way. Did she make it to the barge?
She did. I made sure of it. Check her vitals. Give me a medical update now!
Okay, everybody, let's all run to the table. And I guess I'll do it. I'm not going to leave it up to my, medical expert. Why would I do that? Well, the dop's closing. Must be good news.
It is done. She is restored, reborn. Welcome home, Mother.
Her life signs are strong. Reading brain activity. Yes! You did it! Laurel has returned safe and sound. Kapla!
That's a relief, but we still have Fakiri to deal with. Status report.
Right. 3 portals in total. Fakiri vessels are emerging from them as we speak. They're holding position for now, but we are heavily outnumbered.
What are they up to?
Laurel's presence may be a coincidence. Since their return to our space, the Fakiri have made numerous assaults on Bareth. Until now, those attacks were repelled by the KDF.
And now?
And now, with the Empire in a state of disarray, the defense presence here is minimal. The Fakiri saw weakness, and they seized the initiative. This time, they may succeed where they have failed so many times before.
We will do what we can to defend Boreth.
Indeed. If the Fakiri want to fight, they came to the right place. I will fight to the end if I must, for today is a good day to die.
Well said, Marduk. I stand ready for battle as well. It will be an honor to defend this sacred place at your side.
You risked all to restore me to life. Honor demands that I fight alongside you, and I do so gladly.
So be it. We will make our stand here. Let it be known that we never forgot what it means to be Klingon. I will need to go with one of you, however. After the loss of the Lucara, I have no vessel to command in battle.
I believe I can be of assistance there, Lady Ja'ula. The monks of Boreth are not entirely without resources after all.
Is that so?
Yes, but we will need some time to prepare. Do what you can to hold the line until then. Lady Ja'ula, Mother, please come with me.
Let's get back to our ships and buy them the time they need.
Fakiri portal count remains at 3. Reading multiple enemy vessels in the system, we're outnumbered at least 3 to 1.
Acknowledged. Recommendations?
Our first priority should be closing those portals. Until they're gone, our Fakiri problem could continue to grow.
Adet Pa, what can you tell me about the portals?
I'm reading heavy fluctuations in their graviton fields. At the moment, they appear to be unstable, but they could stabilize over time. Until then, it is a weakness we can exploit.
Explain.
Weapons fire, especially torpedoes, will eventually destabilize a portal's integrity to the point of collapse. Firing a heavy barrage at each portal should do the trick nicely.
Understood. Collapse the portals and deal with any remaining vessels.
We need to punch through the ships guarding the portals before reinforcements arrive.
It'll take much to collapse the portals. Take them out as soon as you can.
Really, Martok, you're gonna ram into me with your little frickin' bird of prey? Knock out the portal.
Stabilizing. It collapsed!
There's more to be done. Close the others, quickly.
Yeah, we're on it. Take a chill pill, Martok. Base maneuvers, because I don't know why I'm going so damn slow when I enter combat.
Maximus Red Ball with you, Ethan!
Don't open the bloodline yet. More Fakiri are coming in from the last portal.
I feel like I'm just not as maneuverable as I usually am. I don't know why. Like, the ship just seems a little bit more sluggish. But literally nothing has changed on the ship that should result in it being more sluggish.
That's the last portal. Kapla!
Let's deal with the Fakiri track.
Much larger than the others.
So they're not finished with us yet, eh? Make ready for battle!
It's fine, it's fine.
Jola, if you're going to do something, now's the time! The Fakiri dreadnought is an impressive feat. I will enjoy
And as per usual, let's go ahead and focus on killing the little guys first. Do you mind not tractor beaming me or whatever the hell it is you did to me?
I don't think reinforcements are much. It may be time to consider.
Do not finish that sentence. We are Klingons. We will fight to the end.
Come on, warship, die.
Forest shall not fall today.
Fight now. For Canaan. All right. For the Empire.
Ah, shit, didn't do it in time.
IKS Katina, calling all Klingon forces. I am Lorel of House de Kuvma. Join me. Fight now. For the Empire. Kapla!
My main destroyed this before she got out. If I'm recalling correctly. I'm pretty sure I killed the Dreadnought before she managed to get out with the Katinga. Well, the Discovery Katinga.
Victory is ours. Together, we have protected Boreth from our enemies and returned she who was called Mother to the Empire.
Kapla!
Truly a glorious battle, my lady. The Fakiri will think twice before launching an attack here anytime soon.
Indeed.
Even so, things got too close for my liking. For a time, it seemed like there were more Fakiri in space than stars. Thankfully, the monks had that well-preserved surprise.
I'm picking up a ship
their
entering the
sleeves.
system at high
Just
warp.
where did you find that relic, Tenavik?
My differences with you can wait, Shaula. I will not let Boreth fall!
There's gonna be a couple of these reinforcements guys now showing up. Continue.
We have kept it here since my mother's time. Once it served as her flagship. We preserved it as a reminder of a Klingon golden age. We knew one day it would be needed again.
Reading another
and
ship
it
entering the
seems that
system.
Time
It's one of
has
ours.
come at last.
Death to the Fakiri! Send them screaming back to Grethar!
As per usual, reinforcements are always late. From what I saw here today, it will serve the Empire well. We didn't see it do anything. It literally decloaked. Or decloaked? Was it cloaked?
Another inbound cable.
Whatever, doesn't matter. It poofed into existence, and that was literally the only thing it had going for it.
Target the nearest Fakiri vessel and destroy it!
It sounds like he said vessel, not vessel, vessel, for some reason.
Indeed. Though I yearn to command the Katinga once more, it has been far too long since I have done so. Space warfare has changed considerably since my time. Until I have reacclimated myself to this era, I can think of no better warrior to command this vessel than Lady Ja'ula of House Mokai. May you lead this vessel and her crew to glory.
You honor me, Laurel. Computer, note the transfer of command in the record of battle. For many, the Lucara was a symbol of division. May the Katinga serve as a symbol of unity, as my brother's vessel once did. Let the honored few who came to Boreth's aid go now to every corner of the Empire. Tell everyone you meet what happened here today. Tell them that you were at Boreth when Laurel returned. Tell them how we all fought and sent the Fakiri back to Grethar!
Yeah, like the 3 people who showed up, they showed up after the fighting was over. So, they don't get credit for saying that they were here when Laurel returned, and that they helped defend Boreth from a Fakiri invasion.
There is much to be done. We have an empire to restore, and a tyrant to depose. But now is not the time for such things. Now is the time to honor our great victories. Tonight, we celebrate, for tomorrow we may die. Kapla!
Kapla! Although, we're not leaving just yet. Couple things first. Pick up the loot real quick, because why not? Also, Katinga, do you move? Please tell me you're not moving and you're just standing still. Oh, fucking you're moving. I wanted to get a nice good look at you. Please. Katinga, don't. Okay, well, I guess that's okay. I can get a bit of a look at you. Stop moving, goddamn Katinga. Stay. Also, I said Discovery Katinga. I meant Discovery D7. There we go. So, they, as of when I'm recording this, earlier today, they started announcing the 2021 anniversary bundle. And they kind of screwed up accidentally, and the launcher showed all the ships that are available in it. And it is a legendary Excelsior Discovery model looking thing that had been leaked from the consoles a while back, and multiple times on the subreddit. It will also be getting a the Enterprise C, if I recall correctly, is what it was, as well as. So there are 4 ships total, and then you get 2 tier 6 choice pass things for claiming a C store ship or Z store, whatever you want to call it. So the first Klingon ship they shut off was the Burrell. It's I'm not too big on following the Klingon stats to know if it's particularly good, but going from other people's comments, it sounds like it's not that good. It's not really an improvement over the existing tier 6 bird of prey that you can get for in the game. I was about to say for KDF, but that's not technically applicable anymore because, well, now everybody can fly everybody's ships. So yeah. Then, according to the screw up that they had on the launcher where it showed all the ships, the other Klingon ship is the Vorcha, which I'm kind of disappointed in, to be honest. I was really hoping that the 2021 anniversary bundle would legitimately be a legendary KDF bundle. And so that it would include probably the sarcophagus ship as sort of the mirror to the legendary Discovery, or the legendary Crossfield, rather, more accurately. The 3 different D7s that exist, so the TOS D7, the Discovery D7, and the Kelvin D7 as the basically mirrors of the various enterprises, in a sense, or rather the various constitutions, rather, that the Federation got in their legendary bundle. A legendary Burrell as sort of the mirror to the Legendary Defiant. I don't really know enough about Klingon ships to be able to come up with something that would be sort of the mirror to a legendary, or as a mirror to the Intrepid class. I can't really think of anything that would be a mirror to that. And then probably a board askew. A new board askew as the mirror to the Odyssey, Yorktown, whatever you want to call it, class for the Enterprise F. I think that's everything, isn't it? Sounds about right. Yeah, I think that's everything, more or less. But sadly, that doesn't seem to be the case. Now, Ambassador Kale did post on the subreddit that there is potentially another bundle coming in the future that, going by some of the comments, that people will probably like. So maybe there will be a D7 bundle in the future. Towards, I think he hinted that would potentially be towards the end of Year of Klingon, which isn't until like June. Which is a disappointing because I want to know. My original hope was that when I would start my KDF Star Trek Online spin-off sort of series where we would play through the unique content for KDF characters, I kind of wanted them to fly a D7. I really did. What type of D7, I'm not quite sure. I hadn't quite decided yet. If I was going to do a normal TNG Klingon, I was probably going to fly the normal TOS D7. And if I went with a Discovery Klingon, assuming that they had added them in by that time that would be starting that series, which they have now. They added those in with the anniversary. Then I would have probably gone with the Discovery D7. But I'm not going to go ahead and use my slot now to get the Klingon recruitment stuff, and then have to buy a new slot again in the future for the actual series, or for the series. So we're just going to be starting the series a little earlier than I had hoped. But it's not even really earlier than I hoped. It's just we're not going to be flying around in a D7, which is what I had hoped to be flying around in. Because I'm not going to go and buy the promo one off the exchange. That's just, no, I don't care enough to do that, to be honest. It's too damn expensive. So yeah, that'll let's go ahead, finish this mission off, and then I will see you all on whatever the next video it is on the channel you watch.
Victory is truly even in the until you aren't let there is much.
So, Leap of Faith, let's see what the unique, or not unique, but see what the sort of mission end dialogue is, and then, again, I'm not going to be turning in this mission right this second.
Now that Lorel has been restored, she will be able to counsel Lady Ju'ula on a great many things. Though I have great respect for Ju'ula, there are always lessons to be learned as a leader in the Klingon Empire. And, in such matters, there is no better teacher than Lorel. Yes, with Lorel at her side, I believe Lady Ju'ula can lead our house to victory over Jempok and restore our shattered empire to glory. That battle lies ahead of us, however. When the time comes, be ready to answer the call to arms.
And yeah, again, I don't quite know which one of these two I'll take when it comes time to actually turn in this mission. I'll figure it out then. It doesn't really matter because none of them I'll use. But yes, so that'll be it for this part. Reminder again that I do have a Patreon, so if you enjoy the content on the channel, that is the easiest and best way to help support the channel. For as little as $1 a month, you can get early access to all of my videos. And again, as more and more people were to become patrons, it helps the channel out because it all adds up over time. So that'll be it for this part. I will see you all, like I said. Oh, and don't forget my Discord. that's my go-to place for posting channel happenings, so I do recommend joining it if you want to be able to stay up to date on channel happenings. But as I was saying, so that'll be it for this video. I believe one of the devs, or the executive producer or whatever for Star Trek Online, I don't quite recall, it was somebody that works on the game, made a post on Twitter, if I recall correctly, saying that the next mission, or missions, I'm assuming it's going to be more than one, that will be finishing off, I believe they said we'll be finishing off this Klingon Civil War arc, should be out in a couple of months, or in a few months, something to that effect. So the end of this storyline should be out in the nearish future. Like I said, a couple or a few months. I don't quite recall exactly what they said. And there is a bit of a difference depending on which one they said. And, of course, whether or not you're taking the literal meaning or not, but that's besides the point. So, yes. And once that happens, it's probably going to be quite a while until the next story release. So, yeah. Once we finish off this story arc, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm potentially waiting until, like, sometime 2022 before the next time I record content. So, yeah, that might be a thing that we have to put up with. But we'll see. We'll see. So, yes, I'll see you all next time. As always, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, share. I always forget to say that, to be honest. That's mostly just because I don't really care to say it, to be honest. And I will see you all next time, but until then, live long and prosper.